Oh, oh. Hey, yo, the streets ain't safe. You better get your gun. Palm me. Too bright. Can y'all see me? I'm back. Look at the likes. It goes up like this. It's a lot of things I got to talk about today. A lot of things that I want to talk about. Good morning. It's a lot of things going on that I want to talk about, and I want to be honest and transparent with each and every one of you. I want you to allow me to speak my mind and speak my piece without being judged. And if you judge me, then it is what it is. Good morning to everyone. Look at the likes. I've been on the phone with DJ K Slay as of late. Honestly speaking, I've been trying to get K Slay to do an interview on Flip the Script, and K Slay has been informing me about some things pertaining to the streets. K Slay has been talking to me, and shout out to K Slay, OG. I look up to K Slay. I think that K Slay is one of the main people in the hip hop community that has helped a lot of artists and things like that, and everybody loves Slay. Let me say that everyone loves K Slay, but I'm gonna keep it real about K Slay, and it is what it is. K Slay didn't want to do it, so I invited K Slay to do an interrogation room. Yes, I have, and I have respect for him. But K Slay has informed me that my podcast has caused trouble in the streets. It's not the first time, it's not the second time, it's the fifth time he told me that. People are fighting, and I'm hashing up old wounds like Sub-Zero and Fendi, like some street wounds that are happening. And I can't, he asked me a crazy question, which I'll let him ask, but I didn't agree with him. Look at the lights, like that. I didn't agree with K Slay. Because I felt like these situations I wasn't around for, so I shouldn't be held responsible. But as a journalist, I do have a responsibility, Mediaologist, I have a responsibility to, I guess, keep the peace. My intentions is never to keep or stir beef in the streets. Never. My intentions is never to stir beef. So let's go through the lines of what, because I say content over everything, but let's go through the lines of what I would actually do. So I interviewed Mano, as you guys know. Mano is a friend of mine. But because a guy was disrespecting Mano, I didn't interview him. Y'all know who it was. That's it. That's integrity. Mano was next door. It's not all about views, and Mano's a friend. I didn't interview or entertain at the cause of that issue. Another time, after I interviewed Mano, Boxing Bar reached out to me. Yes, he did. Told me how he changed his life and all. Like, he reached out to me. I have a DM. They wanted me to interview Bar. I didn't interview Bar. No disrespect to him. I didn't interview him. Mano's my man. I didn't want to keep the beef going. I didn't interview him. I didn't interview Boxing Bar. No disrespect to him. I didn't interview him. Look at the likes. Look at the likes. It goes up like this. I didn't interview him. Not at all. No, I'm good on that one. Right? That would have kept something going. But let's talk about K Slay. I respect K Slay so much that the two guys, twins, the twin guys, the tall guys that said that they're his brother, that's supposed to be his brothers, wanted to come up to my show. I have the tweets and stuff to talk about K Slay, and I never brought them up to do so. Then they end up attacking me, saying that my platform is for B-listers. It's a B-listing platform. So after they showed me all that love, they said, yo, your platform is a B-list. I was kind of surprised. Palm me. It's a B. Look at the likes. It's a B-list platform. It's a B-list. Diss me, violated me. Somebody said Boxing Bar was not trying to do the. You see, these are the guys in here. I have to pay attention to this. Somebody said your Boxing Bar was not trying to do an interview. Someone said Boxing Bar was not trying to do an interview. Give me a second. My thing is this though. My thing is this. Like we gotta stop the weird stuff. We got, hold on, give me a second. I want y'all to hold on. Look at the likes. Hold on. Shout out to Killer Cab. Hold on. Boxing Ball was not trying to do an interview. Give me a second. Give me 2 seconds. Jaffe, Alpo, the guy that hit up Mano. Give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. All right. Give me a second. Now, this is my thing. Okay. I'm going to find it. But basically, let me find it. Boxing Ball hit me up. The man hit me up. Light-skinned guy hit me up to interview Boxing Ball, saying Boxing Ball changed his life. And he wanted me to interview. I told Mano, and I told Mano and Bino. But I had to decline that because I didn't want to be a part of anything causing trouble pertaining to anyone. I didn't want to be a part of that causing trouble to anyone pertaining. I didn't want to be a part of that. I thought that would have added more fuel to the fire. So I declined it. Well, I didn't respond. I didn't decline. I'm not gonna disrespect him. I didn't respond when it came to me. I didn't. Give me a second. But here we go. Whoa. We might be close. Bino. Actually, Sophie, battle rap. Give me a second. But K Slay, now, while I get into Ball situation, the two Twin Towers dudes, they're supposed to be his brothers. They wanted me to interview them so they could talk about K Slay and how K Slay doing this and doing that. And I never did that. Oh, here we go. Hold on. I never interviewed them. I didn't think that it was conducive to what I was doing. I thought that it would be causing trouble. You know what I mean? And I have respect for K Slay. You know what I mean? I have a lot of respect for K Slay. I think K Slay is an amazing person and he's an OG. But K Slay talked to me and said that, Flip, you cause trouble. Your blog's been causing troubles. And I was like, how my blogs cause trouble in the streets? Hold on. How my interviews cause trouble in the street? And I'm gonna find this joint and I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna show y'all about the interview. But how it caused trouble in the street? Look at the likes. How? I was confused. Why are people fighting or beefing of something years ago based off a question I asked? Now, of course, I have my way of asking questions. We know that. We know I have my way of asking questions. Look at the likes. First and foremost, your dislikes cannot destroy something that's great. Let me remind you, the people in here that support you can't destroy something that's great. Your dislikes don't mean nothing. It doesn't mean nothing. The likes go up like that. It don't mean nothing. And let me clear this. It doesn't mean anything. You guys are the dislike at the bottom of a totem pole. You can't stop what's great. But how is Flip the Script causing trouble in the streets? Why are grown men fighting based off an interview? Sub-Zero and Fendi. I was just happy to hear Sub-Zero talk. I would never want to cause beef. Is K Slay wrong? No, he's not, because he's outside in the field. He told me. K Slay ain't wrong. Toxic Avengers, shout out to Toxic Avengers in there. K Slay ain't wrong. No, K Slay is not wrong. He's in the field. But my way of doing interviews is my way. Now, maybe the devil's advocate, but these are grown men. They did all this time and all these years to be fighting in the street based off an interview, in my opinion. I never talked to somebody that well, recently I did. I never told somebody that man somebody else down and talking about it. I never encouraged it. I don't encourage things. I never go on the side of the person that's sitting on the couch. Think about it. I never interviewed somebody and end up being on their side. I don't. Look at the likes. I don't. It could be Mano. It could be whoever. I'm always, Jojo Capone. I'm always on the other side. I'm always on the other side. So for it to cause trouble on the street, it definitely surprised me. It definitely surprised me to hear that from somebody like Slay. Damn, Slay. He like, yo, Flip, I'm not on that type time, Flip. I'm like, Slay, you know, like, I look up to Slay. I would never disrespect K Slay. I need you to, I would never disrespect DJ K Slay. The utmost respect for K Slay. When I went and have a meeting with Hot 97, K Slay and Star was the two people I referenced. K Slay for playing the music that he wants to, and Star for being the voice that he is. Am I mad at K Slay? No, I'm not mad. Would I love to interview him? Yes. I'm not mad at K Slay, but it made me think like, damn, son. Like the flip the script is causing drama in the street like that. But look at the likes. Spare is causing drama in the street like that, where people are fighting each other. Where people up to this day are fighting each other about an interview. Bully. I did an interview with Bully. The guy with Bully, he wanted to come up. The guy said, I want to come up and talk about. I said, yo, I don't really want to entertain that. People got mad. Yo, Flip, you should let him tell the story. But what the guy was accused of, I just felt like I didn't want to be involved in that. I let Bully tell his story. The guy had some facts. Bully had some facts. I stepped out of it. Am I really an enabler? I look at myself as a mediaologist, let somebody tell their stories, but the fact remains that we as the people have so much expectation. We as the people point to somebody, look at the likes, as the people point to somebody that's in a bigger position instead of looking within. Instead of blaming, why you don't say, well, your homie, you came up there and talked all that nonsense yourself. You knew what you had said. Oh, but we want to say, yo, he was caught in the moment. Caught in the moment? What's caught in the moment? Yo, he was caught in the moment. You get them comfortable. So you don't want to be held responsible or accountable for your actions and what you're saying? You don't know that this is going to for what? For clout? Is that what it is? I'm here I know the stories that I know. I'm a mediaologist, a word that I made up myself, trying to get in the dictionary. Me, not you, not nobody else. Trevor Queens Flip Robinson. None of you want to be able to hold yourselves accountable. Why? Because it's a following method. It's a not taking accountability method. Yo, Flip, you are at fault, Flip. Flip is you. How? I wasn't there. How? I was not there. I wasn't with these guys to see him. I wasn't there. I don't know the story. I don't know the details. Now, I can take responsibility for like going deeper in it. Yeah, I take that because I'm interested in the story. But isn't this a thing where we tell stories? Don't we watch the blogs and stuff to hear the stories? Or we here to support their music? Because a lot of you not buying their CDs. Same thing with the whole, what's my man name? My man, Sean Branch. Yo, Flip calls it. I call Sean Branch, like, yo, Sean, is this gonna cause it? Shout out to Sean Branch. He's a solid dude. Sean Branch is solid to me. Look at the likes. Why is Sean Branch solid to you, Flip? Because Sean Branch took responsibility for his own actions. Sean Branch stood up for his own. Yo, I said it. I'm standing on it, Flip. That's why I like Sean Branch. He ain't gonna blame Queens, Flip. Go blame Queens Flip. A man from Queens that's giving you shine. Look at the likes. The man, look at the. I need y'all to look at the likes real quick. I need y'all to watch the likes. Look at it carefully with your eye like this. Everybody do this like this. Squint your eye like this. Oh, look at the likes, man. It goes up like that. Like that. Look. Squint. Are you squinting? Just put yes. Are we squinting at our phones? Are we squinting? Are we squinting on our phones? Are we squinting? I need to just say, yo, Flip, I'm squinting, Flip. Flip, I'm squinting. Huh? Are we squinting? Huh? You cannot stop nothing that's great in anybody. K Slay asked me a question. K Slay asked me the illest question that anybody ever asked me. And I want him to ask me in the interrogation room. And I want y'all to listen. And if the question is good, I want y'all to say, ooh. K. Slay said, what if somebody get killed because of one of your interviews? What are you going to do? K. Slay asked, what if somebody get killed for because of one of your interviews? What are you going to do? Look at the likes. Oh, yeah, look. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let it go crazy. Look, it go crazy. It go crazy. The comments going up. 200 a minute. 200 a minute. K. Slay said, Flip, all right, cool. You not to blame. What if somebody gets killed from one of your interviews? That was one of the illest questions anybody has ever asked me. I said, I will have to deal with it when it happens. What would you do? Of course I'll feel bad. I'm human. Of course that I will compensate or do what I have to do. Of course I will be there for the family. I'm not a cold guy. You think I want somebody to get killed from an interview? You think I want somebody to get hurt from an interview from people I just want to give shine to? I enjoy the story. You think I want somebody to get hurt behind that? I don't want to get hurt. I don't want nobody to get hurt. Nah, look at the likes. I don't want nobody to get hurt. AJD, what you gonna do, Flip? Bobby, Flip trying to get an interview with BG Knockout. I care. I will, Bobby. I care. I definitely care. Killed? But when Slay said it, it just threw. I'm like, damn, Slay, you right. What if somebody get killed? I don't want nobody to get killed from that. Nobody. That's never my job. My job is to be there to interview and tell stories and listen. Yeah, for sometimes I want to hear the story from the person's mouth, and sometimes I want to implement my way of asking questions to get it out, because I feel like my way of doing it gets it out, but it's not with the intent to cause trouble in the street. It's not with the intent of grown men not holding themselves accountable for what they say. It's not the intent. No, you got to be held responsible. What's my responsibility? Giving them a platform, yes. What's my responsibility? Is putting it on a bigger scale, yes. But I wasn't there. That's where I stand. I wasn't there. I don't know the story. So are you saying, Flip, you shouldn't ask these questions? What should we ask? You should ask those questions, Flip. You should ask those questions. Look at the likes. That interview I did with the guy that disrespected Choke No Joke, be honest, it was a favor. Just a fact. Not from who, not from, I ain't gonna get into all that. It was a favor, honestly speaking. Called me. I didn't know what I was walking into, but I stood on it. And I stand on it. And I played my role accordingly. The guy went out, disrespected me, told me to suck all kind of meats, invited me to the Frank stand instead of watching it. I don't think that I think I was devil advocate enough. I think that I wasn't even like against him, but he disrespected me. You need merch saying, look at the likes. Facts. Dino the Chief. He disrespected me. SMD, I'm fine with that. These people would never be on my level. He would never be on my level, so I would never entertain that. But what I'm saying is that we have to be held accountable for our actions. Every single one of us. Global Media Inc., salute to you, bro. It wouldn't be abnormal. You almost got Space Ghost killed by China Mac. It wouldn't be abnormal. What do you mean? What wouldn't be? You almost got Space Ghost killed by China Mac. Me? Global Media Inc., I almost got Space Ghost killed by China Mac. Why did you say so? Why do you feel that way? I was like, that's not true. It's not true at all. That's not true. That's not true at all. That's not how it went down. Hell no. Hell no. No way. You know, China Mac had felt the way about that since prior. You know what I'm saying? Facts. It's a fact. But look at the likes. We got to be held responsible. In this Mediaologist, I will not, shout out to Global Media. I appreciate you, GMI. I will not change the way I ask questions, but I want to say this publicly in front of everybody. I do not want my platform, Flip the Script, to cause anyone to fight or get hurt. That's not my job. My job is not to cause division between black men. My job is to hear a story, period. My job is to open up lanes so people can tell their story and keep it moving. I wasn't there. I'm not there. I didn't act like I was there. And anytime I'm there, I'm very careful of what I ask, as you can see with the Skane interview. Look at the likes, as you can see with the Skane interview. People want people want to blame the bigger person. You want to blame the person who's easier to blame. You want to blame the teacher instead of your child. You want to blame the store owner instead of the kid that's stealing. Think about it. You want to blame the person driving the car instead of yourself crossing a stop sign. Think about it. We need to hold ourselves accountable. And I don't take nothing back. I don't take anything back, and I still stand on my square. But I would tell you, I don't want people to be fighting. But me, you want to take it out on me? Go ahead, I'll take that. That's light. I'll take that. I don't take anything back. At all. At all. By all the street dudes that been on my platform, all the ones, I respect all of them. Regardless of what you see. All of them I respect, and they respect me. Look at the likes. All of them I respect, and they respect me. Look at the likes. I said, all of them I respect, and they respect me. It's a fact. All of them. All of them I respect, and they respect me. Every single one. They show me love. Yo, Flip, I appreciate it. They look out for me. And they respect me, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that. That's it. At the end of the day, somebody said, hurt people, hurt people. Be accountable. You can't say that wouldn't be on your brain. Of course I'll feel bad if somebody get hurt. But I don't change anything. Of course I'll feel bad. I don't want nobody to get hurt. I'm not here to cause people to get hurt or division. Never. Who wouldn't feel bad? I have a heart. I have kids. But I do what I do. And the problem is with people in media as well, is that they're not able to do what I do. They're not able to be, because you wanna give people hand jobs and facials when you interview somebody. You want to be on this side. I'm the only one that do it the way I did besides Star when watching him. And I got it from him. The only way. I don't want to be a friend. I want to do an interview from an unbiased standpoint. Same thing in battle rap when I came in. I was the first person in the battle rap that got 25,000 subscribers in 3 months. Me. In the media part. I didn't know nothing about battle rap. Nothing. Nothing. But I did it my way because I'm a hustler. I thrive. I hustle. And I keep it going. I'm a survivor. And people that don't survive, that want to be in the room and oh, damn, pause. Damn, that was crazy. Wow. Damn, Flip. But people that want to do that, those are the people that remains in the same sector with everybody else. Look at the likes. The likes is going up like that. It goes up like that. People that want to do that. I would never, ever change how I do things. Never. None of you could change me. I think I'm the greatest man in the world. Facts. Greatest in the world. Hold on, Caffeine. I'm going to get to y'all. Greatest in the world. You out your mind causing trouble. But if my podcast do cause trouble, I want to apologize to everybody that has caused trouble too. And I want to tell you that my intentions are not to make anybody fight or get hurt. Look at the likes. I respect K Slay. K Slay asked me, he posed a question, and I respected him for that. I respected K Slay for his questioning, and I appreciate K Slay for everything that he's brought to this game. He said, yo, Flip, and he kept it real with me. He said 5 incidents happened because of my podcast. 5. And I'm surprised, like, what? I don't even know this. They don't tell me this. I'm not aware of this. I don't know. I'm going to the next. I'm not trying to sit down and anybody that interview anybody, they be excited. I'm so excited. I've never been excited about the only interview that I was ever excited about is two of them. I can say right now that I like Mano and Skane. Excited, like, oh yeah. Why? Because there's so much things that I'm aware of behind the scenes. Bino. But nothing can stop me. I don't regret nothing, but I don't want nobody to fight or hurt each other. Look at the likes. The likes can go up to 250 like this. I need y'all to squint your eyes and look. It goes up like that. Caffeine, give me a second. Caffeine, I see y'all in here. Caff, I see y'all in here. I'm going to talk to y'all in 2 minutes. Nobody can stop me. Nobody. I am the greatest in the world. I need you to understand that. I've built my own lane, and I'm here to teach you guys. People act like me. I don't act like nobody else. And if I do act like somebody else, I give them respect like Star. If I do act like somebody else, I give him the respect like Star. Look at the likes. You could dislike if you want, but look at the like. It goes to pass because they understand what's real. What's real can never be disliked. Facts don't got feelings. What's real can never be disliked. Never. I spoke to Red Cafe peoples. Yeah, I spoke to After With Fangs. I spoke to that. I didn't encourage that. Like, yo, Red say, yo, flip this something real because they know, yo, he's not responsible. Stop holding people's hands. Stop wanting to be oppressed. Stop holding people. Stop wanting to be son. I don't want to son nobody. I don't want to hold your hand. I don't want to hold your hand. Go out there, get the position, and be great. Acknowledge positivity. Acknowledge the positive. The negative will never outweigh the positive. The dislikes will never outweigh the likes. Never. Look at the likes. Never. I will continue to be the greatest in the world. I will never stop. I will never stop. They try to stop me. Imagine people get mad because I like King Erna. How you get mad? Oh, you're wrong. He steals. You know how real I am? You know how real I am. Look at the likes. You know how real I am? They said King Erna took money. I offered to pay for the stuff that he might have took because that's a friend I consider him as. Yes. Yes. The likes, the positivity outweigh the negativity and the dislikes. You can't stop something that's great. That's your problem. Why nobody talk about that? Yo, why flip offer to pay some people? Because obviously my man might have been going through something. I don't think he's stealing. My man might have been going through something. I don't think he's stealing, so I'm going to pay. I'll pay that. How much money he owe you? I'll pay. Wow. Whoa. Flip, I don't want it from you. I want it from him. You going to get your money back. Is it about your money? Is it about money? But they don't talk about the positivity. They don't talk about, yo, this man has been out there, hold on, Caffeine. This man has been out there looking out for people, giving them money and doing this and doing that. And no, they turn giving a phone and giving money and giving a platform to something negative because that's what people do. And instead of looking within, they point out because it's always easier to judge instead of looking within. Ain't nobody telling them to go to the podcast and talk reckless. They want the shine. They got to stand behind what they say, point blank. Shout out to you, homie. Loke Dog. Facts. I would never stop. Squint your eyes right now again, everybody. Look at that. Like, I'm going to talk about Chris Unbias. I just saw his blog. I want to talk about... I jumped jihad. Yes. Yes. That's what I want to talk about. They keep saying, yes, it happened. It happened. Yes. Something in me clicked that made me react like that. Yes. Am I proud of it? No. Am I proud of it? No. Did he let me get up? Yes. He pulled me down. I slipped in the rain. He let me get up. I flinched at him in the street. I try to go on the street and keep going. He said, yo, what you want to do? What you want to do? At the same time, trying to catch my breath. I gotta keep it real. Gotta keep it real. So I was out of breath. I was out of breath. Because I told him I wanted to fight. I'm be honest. I gotta be real. I told him I wanted to fight. He like, yo, I came here to go upstairs. Nah, you ain't going upstairs. I showed him something. He like, you gotta use it. The hotel was right there. I said, all right. I was out of breath. Yeah. Pulled me down, and I was upset. Yes. He let me get up. I wanted to give him an interview. Yes, that's the honest truth. But when J.O. sprung into action, my instincts kicked in. It's no harm, no foul, no personal things. Yo, let me tell you something. I would interview Jihad again. Look at the likes. After all what he said, I would interview him again. That's going to go into my next story that I'm going to talk about as far as Chris Unbias. Because I watched this blog, the whole thing, and I thought it was well put together. I was out of breath. But Jihad would tell you. Jihad, were you the aggressor? No, he was. He wanted to fight. Yes, I'm a man. You don't come up here and play around with me. And what people don't see is that you did all this stuff. And the thing is, this stuff happened 2 years ago. How many years? Is it 2 years yet? A year? Is it 2 years yet or a year? How long ago? Almost 2 years. It happened. Let it go. Everybody know where I'm at. Everybody know if it's a problem, it's a problem. Let it go. We try to hold on to things because we like to see the downfall of others. We hold on to things to see the downfall of others. And that's what Chris Unbias said, and that's what I respect about him. Look at the likes. What's up, Caffeine? We want to hold on to something that happened. Yo, Flip jumped. I jumped him. Yes. Okay. He talking about SMD. He talking about all this stuff and all that stuff. I feel like this. And shout out to Chris Unbias. Shout out to Chris Unbias. And I tell you why I shout him out. Since I'm going to the sector. When you do something to provide proof, they don't clean it up. Same thing what happened with the ICE dude. I said SMD to the blood. All I told ICE, ICE, C can't clean it up. Clean that up, ICE. Clean that up, bro. Because you a voice out here. Now, I didn't watch his blog, because when I watched the first one, he wasn't disrespectful to me. Maybe that was my fault. I should have watched it. But I expected another blog on him to take that down. But he kept it up, encouraging negativity, which somebody admitted that wasn't true. Same thing with the Nika situation. Jihad made a whole video, and the other guy in the battle rap one that Chris Unbias went in and made a whole video how I'm cheating on my wife. But did you make a video saying that she cleaned it up? Oh, no, you found something negative. Oh, she ain't cleaned it up. No, he paid her to say that. She cleaned it up 4 times. Yo, he paid her to say, yeah, he paid her to say that. That's what he did. He paid her. Can you imagine how much clout she'll get if I really paid her? Look at the likes. But the negativity to you, to the crab in the barrel mentality, to the people that's below society, in my opinion, if you thrive off more, you get a yeah. But what? How? How is this man? Because I stand strong on what I believe in. I stand strong in what I believe in. You can't stop nothing that's great, and I say that, and I want it to be embedded into your brain. You want to hold on to something negative. Why? I said, yo, all right, hey, yo, homie, that battle homie and Jihad, why don't y'all go say the truth now? The girl cleaned it up. No. They're going to find something negative on top. So you do something. It's damn if you do, damn if you don't. And this is why I like Chris Unbias. Yo, what's up, y'all? Good morning, Caffeine. Hold on, I'm coming in here right now. Chris Unbias. Yeah. Let's talk about Chris Unbias. Saw his blog. The truth of the matter is that video that I've done about I Know What You Did, Chris, was a Jay-Z move. I had no information, and I spoke to him about it. He told me about it on the phone after, and that's all it was. It was just a competition of war. Chris has admitted to me that it was a tactic I did. I admitted it to him that when you shouted out everybody else. It's like you didn't shout me out. And I didn't really like his style. I'm gonna be at that time. I didn't know him and I didn't like his style, so I didn't want to acknowledge him. Honestly speaking, I didn't want to acknowledge him. I didn't care to. I didn't like his style. I didn't like the way his voice was soft. I didn't like it at that time. So that's why I did it. He took the bait, came at me. I responded, but I had no information on him. And the only reason I'm talking about Chris is because he's the only one that I give that respect to, because we came up. Well, he was there before me, but we came up at the same time. He showed paperwork that he was innocent. He told his story. And 3 years ago, this is what I said on Angry Fan. Because I don't think he saw it or heard it. He said everybody else was doing bad and saying bad things about him. But Queens Flip was one of the people, and I didn't really like him at that time, that said something good. Check this out. Angry Fan.
Hey, yo, we got special guests on. We got Queens Flip on. Yo, Flip, what up, bro? What's up, homie? Nah, shit, man. What up, man? Shit. Fucking crazy ass day. Yeah, I'm in Vegas right now, you know what I'm saying, doing some shit for Flip the Script, man. I'm just not really, it's a crazy damn battle rap, but I feel that a lot of us, are forgetting the principles of how things work, you know what I'm saying? Speaking on things as influential people that we not sure about, you know what I'm saying? And not you my nigga, you cool, but, everybody else, they got to get G-checked. Really, you know what I'm saying? Like, I never seen so much men in society, even though I'm a nigga that do a lot of bullshit. So, the pot calling the kettle black, but I have learned because of I've been put in better positions in life. And God has blessed me. Like right now, I'm standing in MGM Grand looking out the window talking to my niggas, but God has blessed me with a career and I just never seen niggas, prey on somebody's downfall so much or talk like that. Like what part of New York or the world do these niggas grow up in, my nigga? When niggas do that, they don't get punched in their fucking mouth. You know what I'm saying? This not to you because I like what you said. But I just want to say, like, if a nigga, when you get charged with something, that don't necessarily mean you did it. You was charged with it. That's exactly what I said to this nigga earlier, man. That don't mean you did bullshit. They accused. Now, if he did it, niggas better go beside his head and he got to, you know what I'm saying? But Battle Truth is my nigga, so I understand where he coming. Battle Truth, he went a little overboard. I like him. He been to the field, he did his time. From somebody like him, I do expect a little bit better because he did time. I go, but I understand where he's coming from because he witnessed what happened to those people. So I get where he's coming from, and they got their thing going. You know what I mean? But I feel like people tagging up on a man that's down is kind of absurd to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not justifying anything. You know what I mean? I'm not justifying. I'm not co-signing him neither. Me and him don't really get along. We really don't like each other like that. He know that. I know that. But I'm not gonna hop on and like,
I never hopped on and disrespected Chris. That's the point. Never. That's proof right there. Look at the likes. That's proof. I never hopped on and disrespected Chris Unbias. A lot of people that hopped on and disrespected them, so hold on. Give me a second. Let me acknowledge this. Queen Flipping. Let me acknowledge this fruit ball. You are straight up coward with no heart. You kiss ass fake nigga. Who you think you are is real bitch nigga. How many F for likes? I don't know what he's talking about. But I never was one of those people. I didn't jump on the bandwagon at all. I didn't jump on the bandwagon disrespecting Chris. I didn't. I said that 3 years ago, and I still said it today. When you charged with something or accused with something, that doesn't mean you can. I didn't even like him. We didn't like each other, but I didn't jump on that bandwagon. Then, of course, my success happened, and I got extremely popular when I think he got locked up 2015. I went viral. Yes. Thank you. I think he was on when I went viral. I don't know. God is good. I stood on my square. the person to jump on the bandwagon. I've always been at my own individual, and that's why people don't like me. And I'm fine with that. Instead of looking and saying, well, man, this man stands on the square, Flip is his own person. Flip is who he is. Y'all don't look at that, Caffeine. Hold on, Caffeine. Y'all don't look at that. No. I'm about to go on Caffeine and turn up and say some names. Especially, I'm going to mention some names. The way Chris Unbias broke these dudes down, I respect it. The way Chris Unbias broke these dudes down, I respect it, because at the end of the day, he provided paperwork and receipts pertaining to himself. Well, he haven't been on YouTube in a while. Yo, Chris, you can't YouTube content. They will flag you. They will flag you. But yes. And I wanted to play that angry fan interview to just display to you guys that I wasn't the one that was on that bandwagon. I wasn't the ones that hopped on it and disrespected somebody while they were down. No. No. He told me about the situation with his family member, with his son, when I spoke to him. He told me that personally 3 years ago. We tend as black people to, because somebody said this, we want to hop on the bandwagon because we're not happy within ourselves. We're not happy within ourselves. We're not happy within ourselves. Hey, Queena, what's popping? No, I'm going to Caffeine right now. We're not happy within ourselves. This is why. Can you imagine somebody? Listen, I allow people to eat when I allow them to leash. I said that before. But I watch all these leashes, all of them, say bad things and do this to get likes and get famous and get popular, but it will never work. You know why? Because Queen Flip has never put himself in a position to fail. Let's talk about me and why I get Chris. It happened to me. The girl lied and said that I forced her to give me fellatio. I brought it to the public because I don't hide nothing from the fans. We know the story already. All these people take scenarios of encounters that you share with them and blow it out of proportion. Because these are the easier things to say. We are Flintstone kids. Look at the lights. It's growing. Everything. 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 Look at the likes. Lied, and I came to the public. I could have kept it a secret. They got a fake case talking about Queens Flip rob girls and stuff. Can you imagine? I could have kept. Let me talk to you. Let me talk to the mic. I want y'all to look at me. I could have kept it a secret. Caffeine, hold on, Caffeine. Hold on, Caffeine. Anything I did wrong to any female, I told them to go to the police. But that doesn't mean nothing to y'all. I talk about it publicly where they can use evidence against me. But that don't mean nothing to y'all. No. We talk about this all the time. I said that Nika said job to Nika. Nika said that she jumped on top of me. But that don't mean nothing to y'all. It's either I'm a dirty dog that cheated on his wife or I'm a pervert. Blooming Rose, I talked about the police wanted me to press charges. Police wanted me to press charges on all these girls. My lawyer wanted me to press charges because we got the footage. I never thought I'd be in a situation where, of course, sometimes I flirt, I play around. Yes, I'm guilty of it. Yes, I am. Look at the light. I'm guilty of flirting and playing around for the premise of a show. Yes, I'm guilty of doing that. I don't chill. I don't go to their crib. I don't hang out, but I'm guilty of doing that in the studio. Yes. I will do whatever it takes to make the show great. Yes. I will do whatever it takes to provide entertainment. Yes. Sometimes I hurt people's feelings. Sometimes I hurt their feelings. Yes. But then when I back up, I'm like, oh, okay, that kind of was bad. And I talk to them. But I do whatever it takes to be the greatest entertainer in the world. Yes. Look at the likes. Look at it. I stand on my square. Anybody that I harmed or hurt, go to the police. And you know why they don't go to the police? Oh, because you're the biggest person to blame, so let's blame you. You know why they don't go to the cops when I say, yes, I did that? Yes, I did it. Yes, I did that. Yes, I touched her. Yes, I hugged her. Yes, I flirted. Because they participated in the act. But then when you leave them to the side, when you put them back on the road where they found them at, they get upset. That's the truth. But you don't understand. That's why I respect what Chris said. You don't understand the truth. The truth don't mean nothing to you. Call me Flip Dusky, Flip Kelly, Flip Epstein. I don't care. I'll be all Epstein, Flip all you want to. At the same time, why don't we say, yo, let's really take him down. Let's go to the police. He admitted. Did you touch her? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yeah. Flip, she said you touched her. Yes, I did. But there was a camera there. There was a camera there. What do you mean? Well, the camera was there. We were talking. We were laughing around. It was for show. I hugged her. What? That didn't happen? Did she fight back? No. Did she say no? No. Did she come back a lot of times? Yes. Whoa. Something is fishy. Do you want to press? No, I don't want to press charges. They have nothing. But I do want to show that I'm able to make a way and be able to show you guys that people look for others to blame. Yes. My platform is a platform where I play around, I hug you, I touch you, may touch your foot, your leg. If anybody say, yo, Flip, come on, that's uncomfortable, I would never do that shit. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Look at the likes. Are you crazy? Your dislikes can't beat nothing. I would never, yo, Flip, that's uncomfortable, Flip. Whoa. I would never say, oh, come on. No. No. So my thing is this. Sometimes, yo, Chris said the illest thing, and I'm like, yo, even when people, I remember there was the recent situation was that Tsunami T situation. I brought that out. Tsunami T didn't even mention that. I brought it out. I said, yeah, I did that. Because I watched it and stuff like that. Now, people say, yo, put the footage out. I'm not putting footage out. First of all, it's against the law to put footage out like that. You can't just put footage out and record people. You can't do that. I had to put the signs up. There's signs in the studio now that says that you're being recorded, but I can't. No, not like that. But my lawyer has anything pertaining to anyone else. You get what I'm saying? My lawyer has it. You understand? And not to bring her in it because I don't really I don't rock with her. She don't rock with me. So it's not her. I really don't care about her. She don't care about me. But the thing about it is that any single person that says something that somebody does, you have to have proof and facts, and I have all of them. Georgie never said I touched her or anything. Georgie said that I was infatuated with her. Georgie said that I cared about her a lot, and I'm mad because she ain't want to be with me. Everybody put these things because Flip, you go out there with women, you do this, you do that. No, women are emotional. These dudes know, like with dudes, we gonna go to fighting or we gonna go to something else. They gonna come up to the studio. I'm not saying they're arguing with dudes all day. A female, I know she ain't gonna do nothing. And if she do something, she can call her brothers. We can take it outside. You know how much bad chicks I had up there? Ty, all these people that I had that I hugged that we cracked jokes. Footage mean everything, and I don't delete them. I just put them on private. I don't delete my footage. Look at the likes. It goes to 300 like that. I don't delete my footage. Look at the likes. I will never allow a bum to take me down. My mother said, my lawyer said, you got to be careful. You got to switch it up. Yeah, it made me think about switching it up. Because but then how am I being true to myself if I am an entertainer, if this entertainment, if they know what they're getting themselves into? You got to say, yo, man, I don't like that. And it won't happen. Everybody mad at fans. Yo, you jacking the fans disrespecting me. Everybody mad at fans. What's up, Caffeine? They mad at the fans. Yo, you let the fans disrespect me, Flip. No. This is why I respect Chris Unbias' blog, because he said it good. Like, damn if you do, damn if you don't. They mad at the fans. They mad because I won't change the fans' narrative. They mad, all these people. And it's only the women. Only the women. You let the fans talk about my sneakers. You let the fans talk about my shoes. Look at the likes. We are Flintstone kids, 10 million likes. Everybody write it. 10 million likes. It's what? Write it. We are Flintstone kids, 10 million likes. It's what? We are Flintstone kids, 10 million likes. It's growing. I can never be stopped by no one. I can stop myself. And I want you all to learn that before. I'm going to caffeine. I'm going to talk about this other guy that Chris talked about. But I would say this. Don't allow anybody to change your journey and to take you down. If anybody out there feel like they was assaulted, disrespected, maimed, violated, and you feel like you have a case, go to the court, go to the police. It'll help. Stop talking on Instagram and on YouTube. You know why? Because the person with the bigger platform and the person that's able to provide the proof is the person that wins. Look at the likes. 300 like this is the person that wins, the person that stands strong. Look me in the eyes. I wouldn't allow anyone to be part of my downfall. If I'm going to take down myself, I'm going to take that because I believe in who I am. And you should believe in who you are. If anybody feel any way, you got to do what you got to do. I'm the first person with you in court like, yep. And this is why I respect Chris Unbias. He came home and he cleared his name. And a lot of you would look at the fact that he cleared his name. You try to point something else negative out. Flip, it's not your fault. These so-called street dudes speaking on street stuff, they have the option not to speak on it. Look at Vlad and ARM. You understand? And shout out to all, first and foremost, shout out to all the girls that came on my platform. Every single person from old to new contributed to the media. A lot of people up there took a lot of slack. I give them that. A lot of fans took a lot of slack. Gave them a lot of slack. I give them that. I give them. Look at the likes. I give them that. Hold on. Are y'all not looking at the likes, how it goes up like that? I give them that. They took a lot of slack. And they strong. It takes a strong person to be there. It takes a strong person to sit there and hang out. And I want to respect that. Every single person. A lot of the people that were up there, even the females, especially, I enjoyed them. I sounded crazy. Enjoyed them. Wow. I said it like that. I enjoy. Oh God! Wow, I didn't enjoy them like that. You're gonna turn to something else. I enjoyed their company. I enjoyed what they contributed to the platform. Look at the likes. I did. A lot of them support. A lot of them really, really want to see the platform flourish. You understand? And I wish the best for every single person. A lot of people I'm going to bring back. I'll bring back a lot of people. If I had the opportunity to bring back people, I would. I would bring back a lot of people. Look at the likes. I would bring back a lot of people. I think that everybody deserves a chance and opportunity because there's some people out there that's really good and solid. And another thing, I got mad at Ice, but Ice put up a video of somebody talking about the situation of a person involved, and the video said that I never said I was uncomfortable. I just said that you were weird. And my lawyer said, this is gold. We have that video, and that's I said, oh, okay, yeah, all right. But I just didn't understand the blood thing. That's why I wasn't mad about what Ice was posting about Homegirl. I wasn't mad at that. Only the blood thing I was mad at. Because he helped me. And she's solid. She's just mad. She's solid. She's not, I get mad at her all I want to, but at the end of the day, and I don't rock with her, but she's solid. She's from the street. She's solid. She been through it. She been through the streets. She been through the what she been through in life, and you have to respect that. She been through a lot and overcame a lot, and all I have to do is salute that. All I have to do is salute that. I salute anybody that come from struggle and be able to make something for themselves. I salute her. Facts. All right, y'all. What up? What up, yo? What up? What up? KK. Oh, I see KK at caffeine. All right. Hey, yo, D1. D1. Why don't you go help do that, D1? Why don't you go call the police and put a complaint, bozo? Put a complaint and do that for her, bozo. Since you have sworn evidence, there's no statute of limitation on sexual assault. What is sexual assault? Do you know what sexual assault is? Huh? Do you know what it is, the definition? Why don't you write the definition of sexual assault? Write it in here. We're going to wait for you so we can read it. Go get the Google and write it. Look at the likes. We're going to wait for D1. I have to go to caffeine because I'm going to say some names at caffeine. I'm going to go in on caffeine. I'm going to go in on Killer Cab, too. I got some beef with Killer Cab. Got some beef with Killer Cab. Killer Cab was a sucker. Killer Cab violated me. Got some beef with Killer Cab. Did some crazy stuff. Get the definition! Get the definition, please. Hurry up. We waiting for you. Yeah, of course I'm good. I've never been better. Look at the likes. 300 like that. I appreciate everybody in here for real today. Man, I have to shout out Chris. I got to shout out Chris. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Chris Unbias. Welcome home. Do your thing. Don't let nobody take you down, Chris. You know what I'm saying? You got to do what you got to do. Real talk. You got to do what you got to do. Facts. Don't let nobody take you down. Come back. Welcome back. Figure it out. You know what I'm saying?